Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Midnight Requiem. Today we'll be talking about Pancho Villa. Born in June 5th, 1878, Haciendo de Rio Grande, San Juan del Rio, Durango, Mexico. Died July 20th, 1923, Pero, Chihuahua. Was Mexican revolutionary and guerrilla leader who fought against regimes of both Porfirio Diaz and Victoriano Huerta, and after 1914 engaged in civil war and banditry. Villa was the son of a field laborer and was orphaned at an early age. In revenge for an assault on his sister, he killed one of the owners of the estate on which he worked and was afterward forced to flee to mountains, where he spent his adolescence as a fugitive. In 1910, Villa joined Francisco Madero's uprising against the dictator of Mexico, Porfirio Diaz, during the rebellion. Villa, who lacked a formal education but had learned to read and write, displayed his talents as a soldier and organizer. Combined with his intimate knowledge of the land and the people of northern Mexico, those gifts enabled him to place at Madero's disposal a division of trained soldiers under his command. After the success of the revolution, Villa remained in the irregular army. In 1912, during the rebellion of Pascual Orozco, Villa aroused the suspicion of General Victoriano Huerta, who condemned him to death, but Madero ordered a stay of execution and sent Villa to prison instead. Villa escaped from prison in November and fled to the United States. After Madero's assassination in 1913, Villa returned to Mexico and formed a military band of several thousand men, and that became known as the famous División del Norte. Combining his force with that of a Venustiano Carranza, Villa revolted against the increasingly repressive and inefficient dictatorship of Huerta, once again revealing his military talents by winning several victories. In December 1913, Villa became governor of the state of Chihuahua. With Carranza, he won a decisive victory over Huerta. In June 1914, together Villa and Carranza entered Mexico City as the victorious leaders of a revolution. Distrust and rivalry between the two men, however, soon led to a break between them, and Villa was forced to flee Mexico City with her revolutionary leader Emiliano Zapata in December 1914. Badly defeated by Carranza in a series of battles, he and Zapata fled to the mountains of the north. In order to demonstrate Carranza did not control northern Mexico, Villa executed some 17 U.S. citizens at Santa Isabel, Chihuahua in January 1916, and 2 months later attacked Columbus, New Mexico, killing about 17 Americans. U.S. President Woodrow Wilson then sent an expedition under General John J. Pershing to that area. Because of Villa's popularity and intimate acquaintances with the terrain of northern Mexico, however, and because of the Mexican government's dislike of Pershing's presence on Mexican soil, it proved impossible to capture Villa. Villa continued his guerrilla activities as long as Carranza remained in power. After the overthrow of Carranza's government in 1920, Villa was granted a pardon and ranch near Pero, now Hidalgo de Parral, Chihuahua, in return for agreeing to retire from politics. 3 years later, he was assassinated amid a barrage of gunfire while traveling home in his car from a visit to Parral.
Falta que hace que ahora los Pongan su nombre con letras amarillas. Su corazón el pueblo le ha entregado desde que andaba combatiendo.
Leave a white heart in the comments in remembrance of them. And as always, be loving and caring, my good beings.